Howdy, folks. I'm going to read a little piece from Million Billion again. Thank you for everybody who's been ordering that. That's why you write them, so that people will read them. So thanks for doing that. This piece here, because of the time in which I'm reading this, I need to make clear I'm feeling fine, knock on wood. And this piece was actually written a couple of years ago, so when I reference not feeling well, it's a dated reference. Hopefully we'll keep it that way. So this is from Million Billion. It's called Sugar Bombs. Today I awoke sharply at 4 a.m. because my wife was jabbing me in the shoulder. Apparently someone in the room was snoring and had disturbed her. I don't know what she expected me to do about it, so I went back to sleep, or tried. I kept waking myself up with the sound of my own snoring. I blame it on a sore throat and itchy ears. These symptoms appeared sometime after midnight. Over the course of 52 years, I told you this was a little while back, I have retained my tonsils and adenoids, and in a festering jealousy toward my brother John, who had his out when we were young and as a result was allowed to eat extracurricular ice cream in the hospital. So perhaps they had become inflamed and caused some sort of audible nasopharyngeal turbulence sufficient to wake my wife. I try to use words like nasopharyngeal whenever I can as a return on an early investment, specifically a 4-year nursing degree I used for just under 2 years. As a general rule, and with a hearty knock on wood, I assume nothing, I don't get sick much. This is a source of regular consternation to my wife, as she is dietarily well disciplined, exercises daily, and does her best to encourage me in the same direction. I respond by eating my vegetables and doing some desultory treadmilling. This time, however, I think I know what happened, and it's embarrassing. Having shorted myself on sleep for the better part of 2 weeks, and finding myself with one more deadline finish line to cross before I could let up, I turned to my favorite performance-enhancing drug after caffeine, sugar. I didn't shoot it or snort it, but I certainly mainlined it, right down my dumb gullet. The delivery mechanisms took many forms, but I'd say the final overdose came in the form of a bag of lemon sugar cookies and another of chocolate peanut clusters bought in a local store that sells things in bulk, which, coincidentally, is how I ate them. When, in the wee hours of the morning, I finished the project, all but a few of the cookies and clusters remained. Also, let's just get this out into the open. Half a bag of chocolate-coated kiwi fruit. Honestly, you really haven't come to terms with your own self-loathing until you've binged on chocolate-coated kiwi fruit. I mention it here as a form of penance and in hopes that the shame will carry over into my next run of deadlines and save me from myself. Anyway, based on what my wife has tried to teach me about sugar, I believe I left myself immunologically compromised. And now I have a sore throat, a cough, and my wife has a snoring problem. I have been here before, and as usual have embarked on an ascetic course of drastic self-improvement. Last night, the family stopped for ice cream at a local shop. I sampled one marble-sized dollop, then sat there piously, thinking, I wonder if you can get your tonsils out one at a time, because I'm getting cheated out of a lot of ice cream here. Once again, that essay is several years old, so I haven't eaten chocolate-covered kiwi fruit in a long, long time. Also, it's from the book Million Billion, which is happily finding its way out into the world right now. So, hope you're hanging in there. Interesting times. Forward.